Having some relaxed music. Waiting for 2 minutes 30. And there's a cat. A happy cat, actually. She's back to her old food, so she's happy now. Da, 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 da. Yeah, we're going to play Dungeons and Dragons today, session 3. Well, actually, officially session 2, but session 3 of many. This is what we do on Thursdays on this stream, playing Dungeons and Dragons with the original Alexa, which is mostly streaming German, but for this she's streaming in English as well. We're playing with not Yuzuka, who's not streaming, in brackets yet. He may stream soon, he may not. He has the setup in theory. And with Sage as well, who's not streaming, in brackets yet. He has the setup, he could stream, but he's not. Usually Gansha is with us, but he is sick today, so he cannot be with us. And as I do have to prepare a few more things, I'll just drag you to the D&D scene already, because as we can see, we have a couple of names already in the chat. There being not Yuzuka and Sage as well. We've got the original Alexa, which should be somewhere over here-ish, I think. Gotta find that one. Nope, not that. It's over here. Over there. So we're preparing everything so we can start at 8 in a minute, actually. And I would say, why not introduce the other ones?
Weißt schon.
Ein wunderschön.
Kleines Gnomküken.
Ihr seid jetzt live in diesem Internet.
Hello.
To the other side. Ah nee, from the
Hello,
other
Internet.
side.
Wir begrüßen Sie herzlich zu dieser Live-Übertragung.
I would appreciate not to do that. Excited to see what will happen today. Hey Annie, nice to have you. I'm excited as well to see what's going to happen. As per usual, as per tradition, I haven't prepared anything.
Oh, that's good.
I wanted to prepare something, but someone told me and convinced me by not doing anything but mentioning Diablo 3 that it would be a way better idea to play Diablo 3 than preparing my own D&D round.
Oh man.
Feels bad, man. Anyway, we're just waiting for Alexa. Which is allowed to appear now. Let's see if we can ping her.
Gotta get my settings straight. Muting the Fango stream. Chat. Pop out. There it is.
Pop out! Ow, 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 ow.
And okay.
And okay.
Now I'm set.
Also, I will just rename you guys on my stream, on my Discord now. And I will rename you to your characters' names, actually. Today I'll just need Altix and Brother Tiberius and Shakira. I will not use the character of Shast because Shast apparently is not here. So we've got Brother Tiberius. And we've got... Change nickname. Altix Luke brand. Save. There we go.
This is weird.
You could have had it the other way around, you know?
I mean, I'm just not used to being on top of you. It's usually the other way around.
Yeah, I just saw what happened. Okay, you will have to name yourselves in the Roll20 and Roll20 to your characters' names. So it would be great if you could just change the display name to be your character's name. That would be awesome. I just realized that it messes with the plugins as well.
That's unfortunate.
We'll go to YouTube today. I hope it's not too laggy. Is YouTube laggy for you? Usually? Annie? No? No, don't think about it. Yosuka, don't think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Alexa.
Must resist.
Yeah, you better resist.
Oh my god.
Change nickname back. Also for you, Alexa, if you haven't heard it already on my stream, please make sure to rename you. What's going on there? Rename yourself in. There we go. In Roll20 to your character's name. That would be great.
I did that. Oh. Okay.
Sometimes I've been on YouTube. There's a delay. Actually, I get the feeling that you respond way more quick on YouTube than you do on Twitch. Usually your delay is way bigger on Twitch than on YouTube. At least that's how it feels for me as the streamer. What's good, Pachmet? Nice to have you.
Drauf.
Ja, gefolgt.
Nein.
Psst. It's English
Nichts
now.
verschoben außer seltsamen Windows-Fenstern.
Windows movies. No.
Not quite. Windows.
Windows.
Still not quite.
Well, Windows apostrophe Windows. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm alright with that.
Let me move that just the tiniest bit. The funny thing is, it should be every time it should be the same, but I feel like I have to adjust this loadout every time again. I don't know.
It's probably just the API or Discord.
Yeah, maybe. Whatever. YouTube is faster. That's good, Pachmat. So why don't you hop over to YouTube and just subscribe to my channel, make sure to hit the thumbs up and leave a comment on my latest video.
Shameless. Ooh, sorry there.
That wasn't shameless. That was advertisement at its best. Alrighty.
Yeah, let's call it that.
Yeah, and you just called yourself a volunteer to do a recap later on. You just volunteered for that. I don't know why, I don't know how, but you just volunteered for that.
That's interesting.
Also, before we do that, are there any questions? That's good. No one's saying anything means no, I guess. Who's volunteering? You are volunteering, Pachmet, for doing a recap later on. I hope you took your notes. What? Crap! I love it. Oh god. I would just pick randomly one off the chat and hope that that person was there last time. Otherwise, the knowledge of my people will be really limited. I am in danger. This is the danger zone that everyone's talking about. Alrighty, so last time I gave you a task. And that task was to write down, however long you want it to be, a story of the childhood of your character. Okay? And I'm really interested to see how that turned out. Is there someone who wants to start?
Oh man, everyone's all hyped up for it.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So we will start with the one who's the quietest. Everyone!
would be-
Now you're volunteering. Everyone's volunteering. That's awesome.
It's very dangerous territory there, Fangolf. I was so close to just shouting.
And everyone's like, la 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 la. Yeah, diving to character law. That's right. So, I guess last one's first, right? So, I'm very sorry for you, Alexa, but you've been the last one, and you're the one who's now, well, the one who started.
Oh, okay.
Oh. There's like literally nothing you can do wrong. Literally nothing you can do wrong. Everything's fine.
Okay.
Everything except that what you wrote.
Okay. Well, about Shakira Ishatur. When she was 12 years old, her best friend betrayed her and made it look like she's a criminal. Her parents wanted to get around the lawsuit and sold her own daughter to a passing rogue with a preference for arson, and told their people that she had run away.
So that's basically how she got away from home, right?
Exactly.
Was she kicked out as well?
Yeah.
Cool. Why don't you add that to your backstory?
It's actually a lot darker than what I was expecting.
Wow.
Yeah, usually the edgelords don't have really dark backstories. Like really. They usually have like the cringy stuff, but not really dark backstories. You have an actual dark backstory there. A very dark one.
I really like it. It's just not what I was expecting.
I guess there's no cooldown since I can write fast. I'm confused, Pachmat. Not sure what you're referring to. So my Twitch is functioning right after months of using it. You're now accepted as a regular Twitch user. That's good. Alexa, are you live today?
Huh? What?
You
What?
aren't live today, right?
No.
Interesting.
I'm offline.
Okay.
I'm offline.
Yeah, you're offline. You're not even in this call. So, who's the next one? I will roll a die. I will flick a coin. I will flick a
God.
coin. Between Altix and Brother Tiberius.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, you did it already. So, I've got only blood marker. Okay. I need a d6. There we go. There's a d6, and do you want to have the odds or the evens, Brother Tiberius?
I'll take the odds.
That's good. It's a 5. You start.
Okay. Let me just fix a typo real quick.
I have had a delay
There it is.
all this time. Really?
And it's
Oh.
fixed.
That's good for you.
Yeah, now my OCD is pacified.
That's good. That's good. That's good. So why don't you start reading your story?
I will do that. As soon as my character loads, come on, roll 20. Yeah, whenever I change something in the bio and info of any character, my roll 20 tends to need a few oh, there we go. It tends to need a few seconds to load the character again, which is pretty annoying.
I'll be back in a second then. If you have the same problem as I have, do you pop your character sheet out?
I do, yes.
And then you go to edit directly, right?
I know what problem you mean, but no, I closed the character tab before, open it from the journal normally, and edit it there.
Okay.
But the problem still prevails.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
in that
that's
case,
just something normal for Roll20.
I'll be back in a sec. I have to mute something here. I forgot to mute something in the background. I'll be back in a second.
Oh, wow.
Doppel, Alexa.
What can it be?
What could it be exactly? I don't know.
Muss man tatsächlich physisch muten, ne?
Ja.
Mit Kommando geht das nicht.
Tja, schade, ne?
Oder man richtet
Das ist
sich
wie
sowas
mit der
gar nicht
echten.
ein. Oh, wow.
Mir geht das nicht. Alexa, sei leise! Nee.
Sieht im Stream auch super aus. Der setzt sich erstmal schnell aufs Sofa, krault die Katze, damit die ruhig ist.
And I'm back.
Welcome back.
Random encounter IRL. Yep. It kinda was.
The cat is pacified. The world is saved. You earn 2 XP.
Nice. Yeah. She happy now. She a happy cat. She's back to her old food.
That's good.
Yeah, so and so.
So yeah, my
I'm not
character
happy.
sheet has finished loading, so
That's good.
whenever you're ready.
Start reading. I'm just waiting for you,
All right.
boy.
I just waited for you.
So I wrote a bit more than Alexa,
That's fine.
and probably a bit more than Sage as well.
That's not fine.
But I guess I'll.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
I'm sorry, I'll keep it short.
Just read it, god damn it!
Okay, among a group of children in Valvet Valley, there's a certain type of test of courage held near the river. Every once in a while, and whenever someone tries to join this group, the newcomer would be asked to take this test. They are to go to the riverbank and steal an egg from the nest of one of the local wild geese. So, following another friend and trying to join this group, the young Tiberius once took part in this test. They snuck toward the nest, and his old friend stole the goose's egg. Needless to say, the mother goose was not amused, and while his friend managed to run away, Tiberius tripped over a stone and fell, soon to be at the mercy of a very, very angry mother goose. The children of the group, and even his friend that stole the egg, left him alone while he was attacked by the goose again and again. It was only when an old lady washing clothes in the river came to his aid that he managed to run to safety. From that day on, Tiberius developed a great fear of geese, which turned into petty yet passionate hatred when he grew older.
A very good example of how a character flaw can be explained in a background story. Like it.
Indeed.
Like it very much. Thank you.
Thank you, kind stranger.
Well, that leaves you, Altix.
Yes. Story from Altix. When he was 6 years old, he learned to read and write. He loves reading and learning new things. One day, at the age of 12, he saw a magician fighting alone against a horde of goblins. He studied the books in the library and quickly fell in love with magic and decided to attend to be magician to the magical school as soon as he reached the required age.
Nice. That's another very good explanation. So I like that we've got actually 3 very different but really good background stories here, or parts of the background stories. That's obviously not all of the background story, but we've got, with Altix, we've got the explanation how his profession has come together. With Shakira, we've got explained the certain characteristics, like she's very suspicious about everything. And with Brother Tiberius, we've got explained a flaw. And I like as well that all of you 3 have proven that it may only need like 2 or 3 sentences for the backstory, or it can be a very long, or let's say 2 or 3 paragraphs for a background story, for a part of a background story as well. So I would say everyone did a very, very good job here with that task, which will actually just make it easier, seeing that you're coming up with good things here, even though you may think you're not. Which will make it easier for our next task, because I have a next task for you, which I will tell you in the end of today's session.
Okay.
Mother Goose was not amused. Yep, that's the whole rap line. It is. So, oh yeah, and we've got a volunteer even for last time's recap. Pachmet, Brother Tiberius.
You see, Brother Tiberius is a very kind fellow and definitely an advocate for ladies first. So, Pachmet, you go ahead.
Oh, well then, Pachmet, you do the recap of today. Brother Tiberius, you can remove your inspiration and make Pachmet do the do the recap. While we're waiting, Pachmet. No pressure. It's just your time.
Take your time.
I mean,
done yet?
Tiberius is pretty kind, but
Keep the inspiration.
not very
Pachmet says, keep the inspiration. You shall do it. So you're playing back and forth with the ball now. Who will win? You can't force me, fan. I can't? You wanted to be a part of this. You wanted to be a part of this, right? Like, of this setting. So, if you can do a recap now, you'll have a voice next time. And you'll play you'll play an NPC next time. I can force you.
Yeah, that's just straight up bribery.
No, it's not bribery. It's just using leverage. Blackmailing. One may call it blackmailing, the other one bribing. I say it's using fair leverage. Alrighty, Brother Tiberius.
Oh man.
Maybe someone else can.
left off,
Maybe someone else can hop in for your rescue. Does someone else want to do the background, the recap of last session?
All right, let's take that as a no.
I can do the recap of last session, but that would cost all your inspiration.
Nah.
All right then, Brother Tiberius.
All
Group
right,
decided
when
that
we
you'll
last-
have to.
That's the third time I'm trying to start it.
Brother Tiberius, now start already!
Go!
Come on, Fengolf.
Okay, I'm quiet now. Even muted on Discord now, so he can start.
Yeah, where we last left off, now he's talking to the chat. Now that's rude, man.
Well, he didn't want me to interrupt him anymore, so I'm just talking to the chat now.
Yeah,
Now you
where we
can
last
start.
left off, we decided to rest at the tavern and went to the hunter's lodge the next day, where we met an old hunter who was an old friend or like a parental figure of Shast. And he gave us a hunting trap to go and catch the rabbits that we found, or that we assumed that we had found. But we didn't immediately go to Farmer Brutus's farm. We weren't too sure if we were already done with the quest since we defeated the were-rabbit at the graveyard. So... just gibbering around. Sure. We weren't too sure if we were already done, so instead we went back to the tavern. And we found the old dwarf, Farmer Brutus there, who was drinking something, I think. I think it was milk. And he was grumbling about around because someone took off his quest notices all the time and was throwing them away or something, and he had to come back pretty much every day to put up a new one because they were always gone whenever he was looking for them. And so since we already knew that he has some kind of mental issue, we tried to tell him that we were indeed the ones that took this notice and that we were on our way or had already completed his request. But he didn't really believe us and had a little mental breakdown on us. So in the end, just to pacify him, we took the new notice and told him that of course we would be doing his request. And I think that's where we ended the session. I'm not too sure where we were starting, actually.
We were starting at the graveyard.
So
Where
does
you-
someone else want to jump in and fill up the last 1.5 hours? Or the first ones, actually?
Yeah, we started at the graveyard, and then Brother Tiberius turned into a rabbit. So Altix and the others decided to go to the medic. We went to the pharmacist, and then Brother Tiberius was in the hands of the pharmacist and just talked to them. Meanwhile, Altix was on the street shouting, "You're stupid, you're stupid," and went into the prison. And after that, just Brother Tiberius as a rabbit and Shakira just run away from the pharmacist and go to sleep. That's the 1.5 hours. The first ones. Did I forget something?
We've got that, we've got that, we've got that. A very minor detail, probably just that Shakira found the ring,
Yeah.
which the group is not aware of, which just the players are aware of. And apart from that, I think the edition was really good. you handed in the quest for you handed in the quest at Farmer Brutus, and he gave you 5 ratios.
Carrots.
Yeah,
Carrots.
pretty much.
Like... and Brother Tiberius went to the police officer, whatever, and told them that the at the graveyard is open and empty, and yeah, Brother Tiberius gets some money for that.
Exactly. The coffin is opened, and
yes.
like the no, I'm missing the word. Even the German one. Well, the coffin is basically opened, or one of the coffins is opened, and everything's emptied out in there. I do have notes on that, and I can tell that in a bit. Well, no. Yeah, we would just start into the story. It's the crypt. The crypt is opened, and everything in there has been stolen, apparently, and yeah. And also something happened while while Brother Tiberius was doing that, right? There was something odd with the officer, if I remember correctly. Brother Tiberius, do you remember? Can you recall?
The officer himself wasn't really odd. It's just that he was seemingly more scared of an empty coffin than we were. And he was quite distressed about the fact that the crypt has been broken in.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Goody! And that's basically where we're starting. Where are we starting?
The last time we were in the tavern.
Exactly.
Farmer Brutus.
So if someone's not there, we would just handle as if he or she wasn't there at all, unless there's like really some interaction because of backstory or something like that, and then I would just talk for that person and decide. If there's something that I want to drive forward, I will use that character to make decisions based on that. That may be out of character, but that will be my way of railroading there. Railroading meaning I have a certain thing that I want to do throughout the session, and while you should have done that by end of the session, obviously, and if you're not fast enough from the pace, I will use that character then to speed up that pace. Makes sense? Everyone understood that? It's completely fine to say no if not. I will just take that as a yes, I guess.
We all said yes.
Cool. Alrighty. In that case, let's start with a little bit role playing, because you just handed in your first quest, right? You handed in your first quest, and this has been the first adventure that you guys have been on. Well, first official adventure that you have been taking on.
So we are all in the tavern, right?
Exactly. All of you are in the tavern. Brother Tiberius is back to being Brother Tiberius. He probably just comes in to the tavern because he still was, while you have been handing back the quest to Farmer Brutus, and proving him as well that you have the rabbit's head. You hear the door open, and Brother Tiberius stands within in that door and just enters the tavern.
I say to Shakira, should we say to Brother Tiberius that we got carrots?
Yeah, I think we should do that.
Okay, then let's do it. And I walk to Brother Tiberius and tell him the story that we finished the quest and get some carrots. And then I say, let's drink a beer or something. Go and walk to the bar. Order a beer.
It is still quite early. I'll give that because no one took notice of that. It is still quite early, right? As far as I remember,
I can drink beer in the morning.
well, yeah, I'm just saying. You just all got up and went straight to the tavern to finish the quest because I think it was Shakira actually driving that. And yeah, that has happened.
I mean, bread, beer, it's a breakfast anyway.
Weird. Yeah, alrighty then. In that case, you will go and order your beer. You'll get your beer, and the barkeeper.
Order 3 more for the others.
The barkeeper is looking at you and asking you, have you finished the quest? Have you finished the quest?
Yes.
So you helped that poor Brutus, right?
Yes.
I saw you gave him something really gross there. Could you please not bring your like proof into this tavern anymore in the future?
Yeah, sorry.
It's fine.
We didn't know that he is here, and we just talked to him, you know.
So I do believe that I promised you something, didn't I?
Yes.
What was that? Can you please give me a quick reminder?
Free food.
Oh, I promised you free food?
Yes.
Oh, I don't think so. You're sure about that?
Yes.
He will bargain with you a little bit, and he offers you for the next 10 weeks that you get 50% off everything that you have that you will buy here.
Oh. That's good.
So you will need to keep track of time now.
Mm-hmm.
For the ease of use, we do actually have the same within that world. We have the same number of days per week as we have in our real life world as well. So there are 7 days per week. Let me make a marker maybe, so you don't forget. There we go. Boy, 50% off at tavern, 10 weeks. So he looks at you, and usually the beer would cost a mere couple of silvers, and he's like, yeah, that's 1 silver per beer.
1 silver. 100 silver was 1 gold. Yes?
Exactly.
No problem. I give him 3 silver and take the 4 silver and take the 4 beer for me and the others.
Alrighty. so you're getting back to the group, and everyone's fairly happy and fairly okay with that. And while you're doing that, Shakira, you have a closer look at the quest board, and there's this one quest that still your sanity tells you that this is still way out of your league, but you take a glimpse over that every time again, and that is a quest about the murder, the murderer
That guy.
that has been talked about earlier already. It just pops up every time you look there, and it seems to be standing out for you. So you will keep a close look on it, and by the amount of dust that you can see on the pin, you see that no one really wants to take on that. Yet you can look for a different quest / different quests.
I would look for different quests.
You're looking for a couple of quests, and the next quest that you're actually finding that's standing out and that you find suitable is a quest that seems to be playing more into your hands than into a casual adventurer's hand. It is a quest that seems promising, that you can maybe break in here and there, gather information and this sorts. And I will have to write a hand out there really quick. But you will go back to your group, and you can already tell them that something went missing. Players. There we go. You can role play while I'm writing. You don't have to sit there and quiet and just wait for things to happen.
Altix is waiting for Shakira.
Yeah, so if you're just waiting there, I would suggest that Shakira is coming back. She's holding that note in her hand, yet she's not disclosing yet what's written on there. She just has a quest now.
Oh, you got a new quest for us.
Yes. What do you think about that?
What's the quest about?
Wenn ich sage, you do not disclose that, heißt das so viel wie, du erzählst noch nichts davon. Also den Inhalt verrätst du noch nicht.
Okay.
So, you will...
Go ahead.
So you will probably just refrain and say, I'm not quite sure yet. I'm not quite sure yet what to do with that quest or where to start, but I do think I will like it.
So, you don't know what to do there?
Not quite sure. But I think we could do this.
And where we gonna start then?
You know that there is written on there that you have to go to one of the rich people in Valvet Valley. You can come up with any name that you'd like. for that rich person.
New names, yay.
Wait.
Oh, I guess then you're talking about the Castellan Pedro, right?
Yes, exactly.
I'll write you the name, Marco. Give me a second.
There we go.
So then let's talk to him.
Sure, but do you think we can actually do it? I mean, that last quest with the rabbits was supposed to be super easy, right? And I wouldn't call that super easy. For us, at least.
I think it's better than the murderer quest.
Oh, no.
I mean, it's been hanging there for a while, and I'm sure there's a reason for that. We're probably not the first novice adventurers that, well, were boasting more than they were capable of. So maybe we should let that quest hang there for a while longer. There'll probably be some senior adventurer that comes around town soon, right? We
Yes,
don't
I
have
think
to do
so.
it.
Oh, no. Okay, then let's search for the man, which name I forget.
Sir Pedro.
Sir Pedro. So, where we can find Sir Pedro?
Pedro being the first name or the last name?
Yes.
Already. There we go.
I mean, I'm just here for weird ideas. The specifics are for you to decide.
We
There
will
we
never know where Sir
Go.
whatever is going to find. Oh, Sir Pedro!
So after a while, where you have been already walking to Sir Castellan Pedro's place, which is in the upper right, like northeast, over there, making notes already, somewhere over here in this area.
It's a little circle.
But in a very, very broad area already. This is not just
Yes.
5 feet in there, obviously.
No.
No.
Just search the circle.
Yeah, it's down here.
Yes, I found it.
That's good. That's good. Did everyone find it? Everyone happy now? I'll mark it with.
No.
There.
I can even make the arrow red if you want to.
No, thank you. I think I've found it before.
And where is the tavern?
Somewhere over here. Ish.
Can you describe your here?
Move the buttons.
Approximately like that. That's your position right now.
Very good.
Ah.
Now I know where we are.
Ah.
Yeah, there will be a map. There will be a map soon. Bear with me.
All good.
So after you've already started to walk to, I need to navigate. After you started to walk towards the. Sorry, excuse me. The light is throwing me off because it's way too bright.
Yeah, I see.
It's annoying me. There we go. It's still too bright. I don't know why.
I know that feeling, bro.
But that's too
Ah,
dark.
don't worry, it's not the light.
Anyway, I'll just leave it like that. Everyone can see me. It's fine.
Yeah, that's okay.
So every one of you is now leaving, and I will just put up that one, adding that one. Then I would like to go here and have that one. So while you're walking, like approximately at the center of the city, Shakira decides to have a closer look on the quest on the quest node actually, and she is careful. There'll be loud music in a bit. Just click to edit there. There we go. There we go. It's not too loud. Thanks. Why is it not working? I
Have you
hate
tried
that.
turning it off and on again?
I don't want to. Like seriously, I don't want to.
Have you tried to start again?
Delete that one. There we go.
Hmm.
Now you should have.
Ah, I
Ooh.
hear something.
A living
The
city.
voices.
The marketplace.
There we go. So this is meant to
Very
be
angry chicken.
a very angry chicken. Yeah.
It's really loud.
Yeah, you can quiet it
you
down
can,
if you go to the cogwheel in the upper right and then use the master music volume level and dial that down a little bit.
Master music. Ah.
Ah, I see, I see. Oh.
Oh.
Oh,
I've told you
pleasure.
there's going to be loud music.
Oh,
I hear the food. That's good.
ah,
Okay.
So
feel it. I feel it.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
okay, now you're walking, and Shakira is actually willing to read the note now, and she's reading it out loud. So, do you want to enact that, or do you just want this to be like done?
Like done.
Okay, so she's reading out the note loudly, and everyone may decide now whether they actually want to take on the quest or not.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of stabby and barbecue party. Wow.
Oh man. Pachmed is not playing around today.
Nope.
She's out for blood.
Pachmed is just like, I'm hungry. Okay,
Where's
back to the game. Back to the game.
Where's the chicken?
So, a missing necklace. That doesn't sound too bad, right?
No.
I think it sounds really easy.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as it's not been stolen by, like, bandits or something, we should be fine.
Yes, I think so. But I don't know where we start searching. We need to talk to the man. We need more information about how it is gone missing.
How it went missing?
How it went missing.
Oh yeah, definitely. Sir Pedro is sure to have more information on that. Or at least he should have. So, you know where he lives, right?
No, I don't know. Do I?
Well, every one of you, let's put it, most of you grew up for the whole time here.
Yes.
Only Shakira came here later when she left home. And you do know where the rich people live here. There's like location, Valvet Valley. There's like 3 really wealthy people or families here. So you do know where they live because they are really outstanding. They have like really much gold, and there's the actual Valvet family, which the whole
City.
village is named
Overlooked
after.
there.
And there's the Castellan Pedro family, which is the whole last name.
Mm-hmm.
And there is one third family that is more acting in the background, and no one really realizes them, yet everyone knows where they live because they have like a very large chunk of the city as well. So you do know where to go to find that place.
So, about the Valvet family. Are they just like the village chiefs, or are they nobles who this land belongs to?
Nobles who this land, well, parts of this city belongs to.
Okay.
There's like multiple there's multiple families, and well, actually those 3 families who are kind of the forefathers of this city, and only the 3rd family of whom's name is not named yet.
A family of those whose names shall not be spoken.
Kinda. Only those are very quiet, and they're not really talkative to the people living here. Although, again, they're like holding the city to a third, kind of.
Okay. So, yes, I know where he lives. He lives in the north of the city. Just the street. Castellan.
Just across the street.
Down the street.
Or down the
Down
street.
the street, across the street. Okay, just down the street. While we walking, what are we seeing on the street?
It's just a normal day. Just an everyday life. Nothing nothing fancy, nothing unusual's going on. So you can imagine the layout of the street somewhat like this. That, having that, having that. That. And then there are a few streets off those main streets.
Huh.
I do have half of a map finished. I have not the whole map finished, that's why I'm not uploading it. But yeah, there's but there is there's like not this typical. We have like squares everywhere. There are streets. This is more like a little bit more angled. Like there are a few smaller streets, alleys. There are a few more alleys in this town. This is not like a planned out city. This is more like a grown city. Also sie haben mehrere Gassen, mehrere kleine verwinkelte Gassen und all derlei Dinge, die eben dazu sorgen, dass man sich da auch mal vielleicht leichter verlaufen kann. Wenn man nicht genau weiß, wo man hingeht. Aber ihr seid hier aufgewachsen. Ihr kennt die Stadt. Das ist eure Stadt im Grunde. Die ist nicht riesig. Das ist nicht so wie, ihr kommt jetzt nach Berlin, seid ausgesetzt und müsst genau die Straße finden. Das ist mehr wie, ihr seid jetzt am Bremerhaven aufgewachsen, wart da immer, ihr kennt euch da aus, nicht? That's more like it.
Bremerhaven ist ja auch 6-mal so groß wie meine Heimatstadt.
Entschuldigung, Entschuldigung. Ihr seid das ist wie ihr seid in Hildesheim aufgewachsen. Bist du jetzt zufrieden?
Ja. Besser.
Wow.
Okay.
Das kann ich nachvollziehen. So Kaff halt.
Why we talking? Are we now at the house of?
Yeah, we will just skip forward. There's nothing out of the ordinary happening. You're at the villa of Pedro, Castellan Pedro.
So he is rich. Is there a bell or something?
At the estate. There's, well, you're not quite in the in the age age of electricity yet. So there's no real.
No, not electricity.
Oh, you mean
Local.
like that?
He's talking about a real bell.
Yeah.
A
I was. No, but there's there is, and that is something very fancy, something very out of the ordinary because magic's not that widely used. There's a magic bell.
A magic bell.
Mm-hmm.
So I used the magic bell.
You are there's like this hovering magic sigil over a plastel. And you're placing your hand inside, and in front of you appears a magical servant. It's translucent, it's almost barely visible, and only you can see it.
Only Altix who pressed the bell, or
Yep.
only the 3 of us who stand before the estate?
Only Altix who pressed the bell.
Okay.
Or who touched the bell, better to say.
I say, is anybody there?
The servant is gesturing towards you and looking at you, questioning, and then asks, "Oh, what is your inquiry, sire?"
Oh, we are here for the crest, the missing necklace.
Oh, you're looking for the missing necklace. That's good. That's very good. May you please enter? And he's opening the gates, and is allowing you to enter. And yep.
I go inside.
Right as you go inside, he's closing the gate again.
Oh. Without the others.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Tiberius looks a bit shocked and I mean, he saw Altix ring the bell, and then the door opened for him magically, and he went in, and the door shut before my nose. So,
And also, he's been talking to himself.
himself.
Also, he's been talking to himself, so
Hmm,
something's off there.
maybe.
Yeah, Tiberius is a bit flustered and looks around and presses the bell as well.
Yeah, the moment that you place your hand in the sigil, that servant is appearing again and is asking the very same question. What is your inquiry?
By the gods, a ghost!
I'm not a ghost. I am an arcane construction.
That is still just as terrifying.
I don't see myself as terrifying. I'm just
I do.
here to let you in or to keep you out. And I will do by any means.
That is terrifying indeed. We came because of this quest. Something about a necklace that went missing.
What is your name? So you're talking about yourself in third person.
Eh? I didn't talk about myself as third person.
You said
That's
we.
like wir. You said we are for the crest.
Okay, what I meant is we as in
I know.
Shakira,
I know.
Altix and
I know.
but he doesn't.
Exactly. And your character gets the idea. He's smart enough to get the idea that apparently that ghost, as he titles it, is not capable of see the other ones who didn't press the bell. A very impractical bell, if you will say so.
Indeed, yes. Tiberius looks at him a bit confused and then introduces himself as Tiberius and gestures to Shakira and introduces her as well.
In that moment, Shakira sees that ghost as well. And, well, that quotes that ghost. And the ghost, the servant, asks again.
Instantly branded.
So what is your inquiry then?
We're here before for the quest of a missing necklace.
That can't be. There already has someone entered this properties with that quest note.
Yeah.
Yes,
that
it
could be.
was Altix, a friend of ours.
Everyone could say so. How do you prove?
Well, you could open the door and he could tell you.
Altix, are you walking further down the area? Because you have like 10-15 meters just to the house, like going like a very beautiful into a very beautiful garden in front of the house, basically.
No, I stand there and waiting for the others.
Okay, so what you see is they're talking now to something, but the servant that has opened the door for you is standing aside of, next to you.
Oh.
No, he stood there all the time. He's not like just there. He stood there all the time.
Oh, he's there all the time. I say to the ghost.
Servant.
Can you let my?
God damn it!
Can you let? Can you let my friends in?
Sir, I think that will not be possible. They already rang the bell again, and another servant is taking care of them.
Can I talk to them?
I guess you can. Or do you mean, are you asking that as a player, or are you asking that as a character?
As a character.
Oh, to your friends.
Yes.
You can leave this property and then you can obviously talk to them. You can even talk through the gate. It's just a metal cast gate.
Can I? I say to Brother Tiberius, so stop ringing the bell. The man can open us the gate from inside.
Tiberius nods and takes a step back.
As soon as you vanish further than 5 feet from the gate, the unseen servant is just vanishing. For you, and for Shakira as well.
I talk
Well,
to
the
the
servant.
Can you now open please the door for my friends?
Of course, why not? And he's opening the gate and for your friends.
So can we go now to the man? I said that to the others.
Well, since the door has been opened, Tiberius will step into the courtyard.
Door's still open.
Shakira goes too.
That's good. And behind you, the door closes. All of you three
Thank you.
standing now right at the gate, and the unseen servant, seen by all of you now, standing next to Altix.
I say thank you. Can you bring us to Sir Pedro?
Of course, as you wish. And then he's not really walking, he's more gliding over the floor. Gliding? Is that a word?
Floating, yeah.
Floating. Yeah.
Gliding is okay.
Yeah, floating is the word that I've been looking for. He's more floating over the floor, over the track. And he's still stepping as a real human. And right at the entrance gate of the building itself, which is like really huge. Already the door's opening and a real servant is standing there and looking at you three and says, "Your inquiry is to see Mr. Castellan Pedro, as I heard. Is that correct?"
Yes, that's correct. We are here for the missing necklace.
The missing necklace, that's fine. But as you look, all of you seem fairly dirty. Are you fine with me casting a few spells right now?
Sure, why not?
And he's looking at each one of you to get your permission.
Oh yes, of course. Go ahead.
So he's casting Prestidigitation, which is a cleansing spell that feels a little bit tickling on your skin. Your clothes are all clean now. And then he's still looking a little bit unsatisfied, and he says, "I'm not about to insult you, but could we please do something about your wardrobe? Maybe a tuxedo for the short guys, and for the lady maybe a dress. It's on the house, of course. We just don't want to embrace poverty."
Well, that's a rather interesting suggestion, but sure.
Yes, of course.
I take what I got.
You take what you got?
What I could get?
Okay, so you basically take the offer.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, he is now leading you from the entrance gate to another entrance, which seems to be more the servant entrance. And right there, it seems to be oddly prepared. So it seems to be the ordinary for them to do that. He's having a wardrobe with dozens of tuxedos and dresses, and he will look around, and like after the first 2 or 3 tuxedos or suits, he's handing these out to the gnomes, and they're fitting perfectly well. And as well, the dress that he's looking at is suiting perfectly well as well for you, Shakira. It's all held in black, and it is more festive than you would have expected. And with that, he's now looking happy at you, and now he's going back to the main entrance and says, "So your inquiry was to see Sir Castellan Pedro, wasn't it?"
Yes, it was.
He's nodding, and he's making an inviting gesture and says, "You may enter now." And as you enter, stepping into that very, very broad hall with a very tall ceiling. There are some floors. You can see that by the balconies that are looking into that entrance area. So you get the idea that basically every room has its own balcony inside of that building. The dress is festive. Dress of Yeet. No, it's festive. And it doesn't take too long that a man who's really well dressed is coming down the stairways that the staircase that is very pompous and very speaks of wealth. The inner of this whole entrance area has some statues, has a marble floor, some golden elements to it. Not too much gold. It's still classy, and you wouldn't say it's really out of place. You would just say it's a different style than it's usually held for this rural area. So that's the scenery that's presenting to you, and as that man is he's striding down the staircase. Schreitet wirklich herunter diese Treppen. He's clapping into his hands, and a few dozen servants are coming from the rooms left and right. They're coming in there, and they're building a pathway where he walks through, and they're all bowing.
So I do it too.
All right, and he reaches you, and as Altix is the only one who's bowing as well, he nods at Altix and says, "You shall stand up straight now. Thanks for your good manner." And he's looking at the other two, not too happy, a little bit insulted maybe, but then he's shaking a thought off, apparently, and nods at the other ones as well and says, "Of course you are welcome too."
Thanks. So, my name is Artix. This is Shakira, and this is Brother Tiberius. We are here for the missing necklace, and we need some information about it.
Right on the point. Why don't we have a feast before?
Oh, why not?
And he's flicking his fingers, and a few of the servants are leaving the area. The other ones are still bowed, and they're coming back with all sorts of food on carriages. Is that the word? Let me check. I'm not talking about trolleys really, but those trolleys that they're using to serve food on. And they're going into a room like to the right of you. You're following. You're sitting down at the table, which is probably for what's like 24 people, and you're just sitting with him. He's sitting obviously at the head of the table, and you're sitting in respect 2 or 3 places away from him. And then he's and then he's serving the best food that you probably have seen ever. And then he says, "So don't bore me with that. You're here for the missing necklace. I've heard about that. What is the information that you said you would need?" And he's directly talking to you, Altix.
We need to know where it is go missing, or went missing,
Uh-huh.
and if you have an idea who can maybe get this.
Well, if I would know where to get that, I would certainly get it myself. That's your job. I don't have to remind you, do I?
Oh, I'm sorry.
You better be. You shall be forgiven, though. Have you seen the payment terms?
Yes, I have.
That is very good indeed. I will mark all of you with a tracking spell. So
Tracking spell?
yes, with a tracking spell, so that obviously I can find you if you try to flee.
Or if we need some help, maybe?
If you need some help, you will consult me.
Mhm.
You will be talking mainly to me about that quest and no one else. Do we understand?
Yes, we do.
That is very good. So all of you are fine with me casting that spell on you.
Tiberius nods.
Shakira
It's
is a
not
little
really-
bit suspicious.
What did you say, Alexa? Shakira? Sorry.
I'm a little bit suspicious, but agree.
Okay.
I agree too.
In that moment, as all of you have agreed, he's starting to cast a spell. And all of you can see the emblem of the house
Mm-hmm.
on your left backhand, right? It's right there, over there, like that, kind of like that. It's right on that, auf der Rückseite eures Handtellers, auf der linken Seite. And then he's clapping in his hands, and he seems very happy. And then he says, "So I have lost that necklace on a party at my very good friend's place at the Valvet family's residence.
Okay. We're out there. Did you know that? Maybe?
Why are you asking me the questions that I've just hired you to fulfill these deeds?
I'm sorry.
You better be, but you shall be forgiven.
So, can we just go to your friend and search for it?
Nochmal, let me just jump into that. The Valvet family is one of the 3 families that found this whole place. You are at the Valvet Valley village. And the Valvet Valley was basically found by the Castellan Pedro, the Valvet family, and in the meantime, I've come up with the word Solobum for the 3rd family. So you do know that the Valvet family is one of the other rich families of the 3, actually. And especially since your character is basically a wisecrack, right? As ein Klugscheißer.
Yeah.
He will know that he just can't get to the Valvet family. He will have to talk his way in there. He will have to find a way in there. And he will be kind of communicative.
Okay. What does the necklace look like?
He's thinking for quite a bit, and then he says, have you perceived the beautiful marble on wait, is it marble? Am I talking nonsense? Yeah, it's marble. Marmor. Have you perceived the beautiful marble that you've been walking on since you entered this residence?
Yes.
So that is basically the main part of the amulet. It is framed with a beautiful golden heart frame, and it is very fine. I'm talking words that I've never used. Not in that context.
Welcome to D&D.
It is very, very fine-limbed. No, that doesn't make any sense. It's of very, very high delicacy at its ribbon strap. It's a golden strap, and let me say that in German. Bear with me. Es ist ein in ein Goldenherz gefasstes Marmorherz im Grunde, das sehr, sehr feingliedrige ein sehr, sehr feingliedriges Halsband quasi hat.
Ja, Kettenleder.
Ah,
Ein
okay.
Goldkettchen, ja.
Ja.
Genau.
Kettchen mit dem Herz dran.
Ja, okay. Aus Marmor. Got
Ja,
it.
genau. Das Herz aus Marmor.
Got it.
Yet the heart is pulsating. Pulsing. Pulsing?
Yeah, pulsing.
Pulsing. Yep.
Okay. So I
Pulsating.
take something to eat
Mm-mm.
and say after I eat something. So, okay, we go to your friend and find your necklace.
Oh, I do hope so. Otherwise, you'd be very expensive for being useless.
No, if we don't finish the quest, you don't need to pay us.
Oh, I will certainly pay you only if you finish the quest. But if you don't finish the quest, you will be my servants for the end of the days.
Can't be better. Okay.
I mean, what's eternal slavery when you can just give him a gold necklace, right?
So then I stand up, say thanks that you trust in us, and say to the elf, let us go and find the necklace.
Oh, one more thing, Cyrus
Yes.
and lady, excuse me. Of course, thank you for asking. These dresses that I just gifted you are for you to wear every time you enter this building. And of course, you are to be sleeping here because you're not allowed to talk to anyone else but me throughout this investigation about this case. Do we understand?
We do.
We better do. You shall leave now.
I
And-
slowly leave the house.
And with that, he's basically giving all of you to understand that he's just imposing his dominance over you at that point. Yep.
I leave the house, leave the garden, and stand on the street.
Everyone following, or someone else wants to do something?
Nope, I'm following.
I'm following, absolutely pissed off.
Really not happy anymore about the quest?
I mean, the
Exactly.
quest isn't a problem, but Tiberius isn't really accustomed to let's say nobility and dealing with them.
Yeah, so you got the information that your next step will be the place of the Valvet family. And you got also the information that this spell will track you, like where you're going and such. So you may better think about what you're doing. Yet you left the building and still wearing the clothes. And now now for sure everyone's looking at you, being way overdressed for the casual street in Valvet Valley. The one or the other is even showing with hands on you, and they start talking.
Let them talk.
Finally, they recognize your brilliance. Rich cosplay. Yeah, I don't think cosplay
Yeah.
has been a thing at that time in that world.
I say to Shakira, so now you can show us your abilities. We don't have to talk to anyone and find that necklace.
I will do it, but without this uncomfortable clothes.
It's probably the best dress you've ever worn. Like, it feels really, really well. I do understand if you feel it uncomfortable. It does make sense. I'm just pronouncing it again. He didn't give you, like, bad clothes. He gave you, like, the very expensive stuff. And he
just
just
wear
gifted
it.
that to you.
So you need to umziehen. Was heißt umziehen?
Change.
clothes.
Oh,
Fair
So
enough, he
you-
says.
you both need to change clothes.
I would love to. I hate dresses so much.
So then let's go into the house again and change your clothes.
I mean, we don't have to go to his house, right? We could just go home and get changed.
Yeah, please.
You know, he's tracking us, so we don't know if he trusts us much. When we finish the quest and the magic is gone, he then know where we live.
How is it?
I don't think it would be a problem for him to find that out if he wanted to.
So I think he is a little bit, was heißt hochnäsig?
Posh.
He's a little bit posh.
Annoying, you mean?
Or maybe that. So if you want to, we can go to your house and you can change your clothes. I just wear it. I'm feeling good.
And I'm feeling good.
Fair enough. Sure, so Tiberius will lead the way to his home and get a change of clothes. And he will carefully stow away the expensive clothes inside his closet. And will then come down stairs to the others and... Alright, I guess I'm all set.
Meanwhile, we walk
let me-
to
Let,
the
let
house
me
of...
let me just let me just give you the spontaneous idea that everyone has while you're folding them away into your cabinets at home. You are about to try to seek an audience at the name giver's family's place of this whole town. So if you're just nobodies, it may be more difficult to get a audience there.
Or an opportunity to get another set of expensive clothes.
Or that. Or that. Okay, fair enough. I shouldn't have done that. I've learned something here.
Okay, while we're walking to Brother Tiberius' house, I take care that the clothes are not getting any dirt on it or something like that.
So you're very cautious with the clothes.
Yes.
What are you doing with the clothes, Shakira?
I ignore the fact that the dress is extremely long and it's get dirty.
Cool.
So, are we ready now?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Tiberius is ready, yes.
And Shakira?
By the way, for every one of you who wants to have that in your character sheet, you can go into the companion, still the little eye icon in the upper right of your Roll20 window, and you just type fine, F-I-N-E, and you will find the fine clothes. Yet, and that is not for your characters to know, that's just for you to know. You will note into the description of the of that set of clothes that it's worth 20 gold pieces.
Oof.
This is like the highest clothing, like you can compare to like Deutsche Gabbana, to Gucci, to whatever, like the highest brand that you probably can get.
I'll take the snow wearing Gucci.
Yeah.
Shakira too.
Gucci gnome, Gucci gnome, Gucci gnome, Gucci gnome.
Shouldn't have said it. Shakira's dress is 2 in 1 deal, clothing and a broom. Nice!
Wow.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Alrighty, so yeah, that's that's pretty much the state right now.
so can we go now?
Yep.
If you want to.
I don't know if Shakira is ready.
Yeah.
she,
Just casually dying in the background.
yeah, she's just sneezing back in the background.
I'm ready.
I'm fine.
Oh, let's go to the pharmacist.
Yeah, let's go to
Yeah.
the pharmacy. No, 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 no. That's way too big.
Okay,
No, that doesn't make sense. Gotta be
what we are
some
doing there?
Don't know.
planning ahead.
Mhm. So, what kind of circle is
Beautiful.
Brother Tiberius' house?
None of these. Your house is way too little to be drawn on this map.
Brother
Like,
Tiberius, can
your
you
houses are
please-
probably like somewhere up here, maybe. Kind of like
oh,
that.
I see it. I see it.
And it's probably not even houses. It's probably just a shared flat with another family or something like that.
That's no problem. Now we know where we are. Can you mark a red pointer?
For what?
You are here.
Yeah, of course I can. That's not a problem. Oh wait, you wanted to have a red marker.
Yeah.
And
That one's fine
where
as
we
well.
are. No, we are not there. We are at
Ah,
Brother
yes, we're
Tiberius'
talking
house.
now.
Yeah, right.
Mm.
There you live, Brother Tiberius.
Ah.
No. So yeah, from there, the next goal is the Valvet estate, I guess.
Yes. So we know where they live.
I'm pretty sure we do, yeah.
It's the big circle right here.
Oh,
Convenient!
it's so big. I can't see it. Okay.
It's taking
That's
like the
not a-
most portion of the whole place, of the whole center place.
It's only 10 feet away.
Nice! And it's only not even, it's not even 5 feet tall, 5 feet wide.
Man, good thing we're gnomes. We can at least fit in there.
Okay. So we start walking there, or won't anyone do anything else before?
That's a good question.
I don't think there's anything Brother Tiberius would need to do beforehand. No.
Not going to the toilet or something?
Nope.
That's good.
Okay, then let's go to the very nice people of the city.
To the very nice What was that?
Yeah,
Very
that's
nice.
how they
Oh.
talk. We are very nice.
Aha, is it?
Because the name of the city is ours. Okay, let's stop this.
Yeah, please. I feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, we don't
Okay.
want to feel. We don't anyone want to feel uncomfortable. Of course, we will just proceed then.
Exactly.
I asked Shakira, you want to go inside with talking to the people, or want you to go inside while you do your thing.
I will do my thing.
Okay. What's about you, Brother Tiberius?
I think we should just try and take the front entrance. I mean, we were asked to come here, right? Or to go here, so I don't think they would like us sneaking around.
So, should we both are going to the front and Shakira tries to find another way in?
I just drew two
Sounds
lines
good to me, yeah.
where like the entrances to that very, very huge building. Or actually
Okay,
building
so,
complex.
The main entrance is probably to the north, right?
Both.
Where is the north?
Both is basically
okay.
the main entrances.
Okay, so it doesn't really matter which we take. Good to know.
It's like a very, very little village in itself.
Yeah.
They're kinda autark.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I see.
Did we want to take the north one or the other one?
Autarkic. Interesting.
I guess we'll take the northern one since our houses are closer to the north entrance.
Okay, then let's go to the north entrance.
Well, Shakira, what is your plan?
She said she wanted it her way, so now it's the time to shine.
Oh god, oh god, oh god!
No!
Time to shine, time to shine, time to shine! Oops.
Oh.
Okay, meanwhile, Shakira is thinking, Brother Tiberius and Altix arrived at the north entrance. Is anybody there?
Yeah, of course. There's standing guards at the north gate.
I asked Brother Tiberius what we should say to them.
I mean, we should probably just tell them the truth, right?
But we don't. We should don't talk about that.
Would you rather lie to the, well, my most powerful nobles in the village?
No, but we need to find a way in without telling what we want to do in there.
I mean, we could say that we were sent by the temple
Mm-hmm.
and that we would like to that we would like to talk to the master of the house.
Well,
To-
we can try.
I mean, that would at least give Shakira enough time to do whatever it is she wants to do.
We can
And
try.
maybe we can talk the master of the house into letting us take a look around.
Maybe. He can show us his place while Shakira's doing her thing. So let's go to the guard.
So you go over to the guards, and you're probably talking to them, right? I guess.
My brother Tiberius wants to. I don't have any idea of religion, so. Oh, I have. Oh.
So, yeah, we'll just walk up to the guard, and Tiberius will give him a grand speech of how the temple has sent him and his compatriot here to talk to the master of the house, and that we would like to erect a statue to the gods somewhere inside the mansion. Let's see how that goes.
Make a deception roll.
That's not my strong suit, but I'll try. Eh.
He looks at you, squinting his eyes, and says, "No one has entrance."
But we need to go in there. Our temple has sent us out.
They look at you, look at Brother Tiberius, look at you, look at Brother Tiberius, and they have both of them having glaives, right?
Mm-hmm.
Glaiven.
Yeah.
And they're just crossing them and not keeping notice of you anymore. They're
Please
looking.
excuse my young friend. He's a bit impatient. Say, would it be possible to leave a message with the master of the house?
That is in the realm of possibilities.
In that case, I guess I will have to impose on you, good sir. And I'll just tell him the same tale as before about that the temple would like to erect a statue, and that if the master of the house ever wishes to discuss this topic further, that he could always send a letter or send a messenger to the temple, and that we would reply as fast as possible. And then I'll tap Altix with my elbow and urge him that we should leave now before they make good use of those glaives.
So I turn around and say to Brother Tiberius, let's try to get in the other entrance.
I will give you. Okay, there happen things. you will talk very quietly. I will give you that. And over the sounds of the street, the guards may not have heard you. Probably. Yet, I was about to say that I will give you, if you take your inspiration, that you can try another roll. This time a performance roll, because at this time you're not just trying to decept anymore, you're trying to come up with a lie and trying to perform that lie. So if you use your inspiration for that, you can roll a performance check regardless of the fact that there's one priest-ish looking gnome next to a South-represented-ish looking gnome. Which is not really credible.
I mean, I am a full-blown cleric, so
yeah.
that at least.
That's why I say, like, you look like a priest-ish gnome. and that's why he even considers.
A trench coat.
So, yeah.
I mean, sure, I'll use my inspiration and try.
Cool. You will have to score over a 16, though.
That's bad.
And a 14 is not enough. So, and well, I will impose for weird or nonsense roleplay. I will impose a few penalties every now and then, and I would like you, Altix, to make a dexterity saving throw against, not roll yet, don't roll it yet, against, let's keep it easy for the beginning, against 10.
Now I can roll?
Yes.
No.
That's bad. So there's a carriage driving by, and some mud sprays off the wheels and hits your fancy suit. You now have a set of dirty fine clothes.
Yay. Dirty fine.
Dirty fine clothes. There's a comma in between. While this is happening, there's a tiefling going around. What is it that you want to do, Shakira?
Ich bin nicht ganz sicher. Fäger, kannst du die Situation gerade kurz nochmal beschreiben?
Welche Situation im Genauen? So, give me a second. She's been just asking for a description of the situation in general.
Genau.
Also, worum es jetzt gerade geht, oder?
Genau. Worum sich die Frage bei mir dreht.
Wie du da reinkommen möchtest.
Ja, nee, erstmal nur, was dein Plan überhaupt ist. What's your plan? Du hast dich ja von deiner Gruppe so ein bisschen getrennt jetzt gerade, weil du gefragt wurdest, oder du wurdest ja gefragt, so hier, möchtest du das auf deine Weise machen? Oder möchtest du das als Gruppe quasi hantieren? Möchtest du mit uns kommen? Und daraufhin sagtest du, du würdest das gerne auf deine Weise machen. So hat es die Gruppe zumindest aufgefasst und so habe ich es mal laufen lassen, weil du auch nicht gesagt hast, so nee, ihr habt das falsch verstanden.
Oh Mann.
Du kannst aber immer noch natürlich dann auch zurückgehen zur Gruppe und sagen so, ey, hier, ich habe mir das Grundstück genauer angeguckt, ich komme dann nirgends rein, ich kann dann nirgends einsteigen. Du kannst aber auch sagen, du möchtest jetzt irgendwo anders hingehen und irgendwo einbrechen. Du bist komplett free to do whatever you like. Du kannst auch sagen, ich würde jetzt gerne meinen Charakter auf Klo gehen lassen die nächsten 3 Stunden und hoffen, dass die anderen mich nicht dabei erwischen, dass ich eigentlich nichts gemacht habe und denen am Ende eine riesen Story erzählen. Apropos Sage,
Das
denk
Bier
dran.
heute Morgen war keine gute Idee, ne?
Genau, apropos Sage, denk dran, du bist ein Übertreiber.
Ach, kaum.
Das wird eventuell nochmal interessant, wenn du jetzt mit anderen hochrangigen Leuten sprichst. Okay, let's switch back to English. I just explained to Shakira that she can basically do anything that her imagination is coming up with. So the question was basically, what are my options? And I've let her know that she can do anything that she wants to. Yet, if she wants to, she can as well just regroup with the person. Blah, 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 you're free to do whatever you want, blah, blah, blah. That's exactly what I've said, actually. That exactly sums up what I've said. And I also said you can regroup. But that's the other option. Blah, 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 card games. Blah, 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 card games.
Okay, I would back to regroup.
Okay, so you will regroup. After the carriage came over, which you saw that, which you, Shakira, saw that this carriage sprayed dirt on your friend, you get over the street safe, and you will let them know that you had a look on on the grounds. Like you had a look around the building, around the walls of the building, because they have pretty high walls, so no one can directly look into there. And you've decided that may not be the best idea to actually try to break in to the city's name giver's place. So do you decide now to go to the other entrance, or what's your next step here?
I would like to try to get to the other entrance.
Yeah, so basically we will repeat the same spiel at the second entrance and try our luck there.
So this time you've got a tiefling with you, and that tiefling is wearing just standard clothes. Your credibility didn't really increase with that, did it?
I will tell the guards that as a token of the temple's sincerity, we have brought the master of the house a slave.
So you're selling Shakira as a slave.
Wow.
I mean, that's what I'm telling the guards.
Yeah. You're basically trying to sell them that Shakira is a slave.
Indeed.
They're looking at her, and they say, "We've never seen her here. Show us the
well, of course,
show
I've,
us the branding." Crap.
Das ist jetzt Unmut.
Trip. It's a prank.
It's just a prank, bro.
Did he say slave? I think you mean...
Slave from another place, different customs.
We need to be safe.
Ah. No, they very well heard slave.
I try to lie on them while I say we are here because we need safe or something like that.
Okay.
I will use my
You will use your haha. Well, that's mighty.
the
Your haha.
look at chat.
Once a week, you can lie to a person on advantage. So, yeah, that will be a deception roll on advantage. And, yeah. That's fine.
Ooh, pretty good.
That's fine. He's believing you that that was just... I was about to say a typo, but that this was just like misspoken, and he's visibly relaxing now. So you're back to the start, basically.
I say to the guard, so I'm so sorry for my friend. He wants to say that the woman who is with us need to be safe from people who are hunting there. Can you please let her in?
We are not a shelter for people in need. And he's showing at Brother Tiberius and says, that's the place you want to go then. We really can't anyone in.
Why?
That's not none of your business.
But can you come short with me and I tell you the story?
He's looking back inside the building, while the other inside the gate, like through the gate into the walls, basically. And 2 more guards are coming out there now. And now there are 4 guards standing guard at this gate.
So, why you need much more of you? We just want to leave her here because she needs help.
Well, if we would let in everyone who needs help, we'd be living in poverty by now. We're very sorry. We can't help you.
I turn around and start thinking how we get in there.
Brother Tiberius, make a religion check.
A religion check, alright.
Oh.
A 15.
Sounds good.
Engolf, you still there?
Yep, give me a second.
He fall asleep.
Yeah, a 15.
50 seconds for sleep.
I mean, it's always a possibility.
Talking about
There you
religion
go.
and the gods are
Yeah,
falling
I was
asleep.
just so bored by what happened right now. I just fell asleep. Totally my style. Okay, so every one of you can, like everyone of you, even around Brother Tiberius, can feel a little bit of warmth to them and a little bit of satisfaction, if you will, so. And every one of you suddenly just smiles, like not forced, but every one of you is just feeling a little bit happier, cheered up, if you will, so. And it's radiating from Brother Tiberius just for a brief second.
So, Altix wanted to take 2 of the guards with him, right? To the side.
One of them.
Yes. No, 2.
One of them.
Both
okay.
of them.
Yeah.
You wanted to take both. Yeah, well then you shouldn't be asking why they are actually why they're actually asking for reinforcements at that gate. Like, okay, let me translate that to German really quick. What happened here? Du hast sie gefragt, ey, kommt mal mit zur Seite. Gebt mal euren Posten auf, den ihr nicht verlassen dürft, und kommt mal mit zur Seite. Ich will euch mal eine Geschichte erzählen. Not really trustable. Hey, come with us to the side and I will tell you a story. It's not that trustable. I mean, if you would be the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, I would listen to your story all day, but at that point...
Yeah, that's true.
What's good, Mephistopheles?
They were missing something.
Once upon a time.
Okay, so while Altix is distracting 2 of the guards and 2 new guards that don't know us yet have come to take the post.
No, wait a second. They didn't follow. They're all standing in front of the gate now. Four guards.
Oh, okay,
Need more
okay.
guards on the.
So Altix wasn't able to distract.
No.
2 of them.
No.
They've just called for reinforcements in case something goes south.
Exactly. They're suspicious now. It's now their turn to be suspicious. I'm very sorry, Shakira, that they take your role now. But they're suspicious now that there are people actually trying to enter the building and trying to bring someone in just because they need help. Like,
And then Altix get an idea. He say to Shakira,
Mission Impossible music starts. Kinda!
Wow.
Kinda!
he said to Shakira, just go to the other gate. I will take them all on this gate.
Okay, let's do it.
And then
You
I'll take-
obviously just went away for like 10 feet or something like that, so the guards can't hear you possibly with that plan.
I mean, if he pulls Shakira aside, Tiberius will still stay with the guards and try to pacify, the manner of whatever is happening here.
And Altix say to Shakira, just be stealthy. And then he turns around and say to the guards, well, you don't hear about me, but I'm Altix Flugbrand. I'm the best man you ever seen.
I will give you as well the possibility to interact again. Use your inspiration and make a performance check. They don't like you. I would say you will have to roll over an 18.
Perform.
It will be really difficult for you. Yeah, I'm kind of sorry, but everything that may have happened here right now is just ending, and they're asking you, where did you send your friend?
Which friend did you mean? I don't know what you're talking about.
Your tiefling friend.
Oh, that friend. She's over there.
Is
And
she?
I point at the building on the other side of the street.
They're looking over to the other side of the street. And, I'm kind of sorry. I'm kind of sorry. You have the possibility, as they're walking towards you, to run. Or to just take hostage. Or not hostage, but, to take, to be taken, in Gewahrsam, pretty much.
In Gewahrsam in diese Festung.
Kinda.
Okay, I let them go. I take this
custody.
chance.
Custody is the word. They take you custody. So,
Yeah.
they
They can.
they they look over to convince you that that everything's fine. But they're just stepping aside of you, and you feel on your shoulders, you feel like on your left shoulder and your right shoulder, you feel very strong hands now, and they're just picking you up by the shoulders. Like they're grabbing your shoulder, and simultaneously they're picking you up, and they're just walking into the gates with you, and directly to the left-hand side, there's a little Hut, eine kleine Hütte, where they seem to put people that are suspicious. Not suspicious, which are, conspicuous, suspicious, and there's an artist starting to draw a picture of you.
Yeah. Maybe. He can do it.
And you're left alone with two of the guards, Brother Tiberius.
Are those the two guards that were there before, or is that the second new
It's the
guard?
second batch. I will give you
New
that.
try.
I will give you that. Oh, come on.
Come on.
Why is it for the players always so not obvious what to do? But when you're the DM, you're like, how can they not see that? I even gave
It's
the.
always that.
I've served the solution. Anyway,
Yeah.
what
I
are you
know,
to do now?
but, So, since it's the two new guards and this embarrassing scene that I've told the other two has been busted, I'll pretty much tell the two new guards the real reason why we're here. That we've taken on a quest and have been hired by the Pedro estate to find something for them, but are required by oath to not disclose what this is. And that I would like to ask for their cooperation.
And all of a sudden they seem to be more curious of what you're saying. And they look at you and ask, how can you prove that you are who you say you are?
Is this family crest from the tracking magic still visible on my hand?
Yes, it is.
Then I will show them this family crest and swear upon the name of my god that I have not told a lie. To them. That's important. To them.
Ah, yes.
Can you give me a quick break here? Are we still
Sure.
having issues with the stream?
It's running butter smooth for me.
Sometimes it's
Nö, alles gut.
loading. But
Is it-
I think
is it-
I think it's Twitch. I think it's Twitch.
Is it having issues right now?
Nope.
Right now, no.
Okay, interesting.
There's nothing wrong with it, no?
Okay, just making sure that the quality is as good as possible.
Sometimes, but not now.
I decide to go to toilet.
Yeah,
Be
I
right
would
back.
do that too.
Okay, then we'll have a quick break and we'll be back in 5.
Thank you.
Yeah, so far you haven't really missed anything chance-wise, yet you have almost wrecked the possibility to get into the inner of the Velvet's family's place. But I'll be back in a
Yeah,
second
the
as well.
fact that we're not supposed to talk about the quest was really throwing me off.
Mm-hmm. They just said you're not supposed to talk about the quest. They didn't say you're not supposed to talk about to talk to anyone. But I may not have made that clear enough. That's one of the downsides if you're improvising everything. I'll be back in a second.
Alright.
Hello.
Vivi. Dann bin ich auch mal kurz auf Klo.
Yep. Hello, chat.
Yeah. I'm not an optical illusion. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm back.
Oh no.
Oh no, he's back. Yeah, why did you have to roll a 1 on that? Anything but a 1 would have done. Anything but a 1 would have done. Like, obviously you wouldn't
know.
have... Like, you wouldn't have gotten anything out of it. But seriously, a 1?
We'll see.
What's happened here?
Nothing right now.
Yeah, nothing right now. So we are back. Everyone's back?
Nope, not Yuzuka is
Ah.
still on toilet.
Yeah, not Yuzuka. Everyone's back? Not Yuzuka.
Not Yuzuka.
Your voice is in my room.
Yeah, so what are you going to do, Shakira? I didn't really get what your plan was there. Or what you've been talking into. What you've been talked into. What are you going to do now?
Glaub mir, das wüsste ich gern selber.
That's good. Yeah, by the way, I thought about having a German D&D session, which we may have on the weekends, not streaming, if you want to. We
Oh,
could
yeah,
do that.
Yay.
Really? I would love this.
Yeah, maybe I'm even streaming that then and just have a 5th stream a week. Why not?
Maybe
Wow.
me too.
Or maybe we do that on Mondays where we're having German streams anyways. I wanted to go
Oh, yeah.
into more D&D anyways on my stream.
Yeah, that would be nice.
So we have like something to do every Monday, and then it's not like sometimes it's the forest, sometimes it's Mass Effect, sometimes it's this, sometimes it's that. Then it's just one thing. Huh?
I miss Mississippi.
You still have Sundays to do that, and Saturdays, and all the other days.
Sundays, why are you not streaming?
But I need my group.
You need your group. That is
My
fine.
group.
That is fine. You get your group, maybe. Yeah. So you will certainly have to decide on what you're going to do, because I will force you now. I'm very sorry for you, but we will have to do a few more things with your character, because the other characters are already like a feat in advance, like a feature in advance, and I would like everyone to have like a feature or something like that. And you certainly have a very interesting character, and you certainly can do a lot of things with your character. For example, I would have expected that you would throw the deception throw. That you would start talking, because you're proficient with deception. You have a +4 on deception.
Wait.
No.
Your character is really good with charisma.
Yeah, I see.
So I'm like, that is that quest is perfect for your character, and you're like, yeah, I'm not gonna talk. No. Not gonna do that. I'm too shy. Ha!
Can I ask something right now?
Of course.
Yeah.
There is a man making a picture of me, yes?
Yes.
And then what they do with me?
Well,
I need
you
to know
will.
that.
We will get to that later.
Oh, okay.
And I see Not Yuzuka's back. Twice a week.
Indeed.
Twice a week would be quite a lot, though. Yes, it would be. Depending on how I set it up, it could be very little, though. I could just copy everything I do on the Tuesday,
now I have
Thursdays.
Twitch epilepsy.
Oh,
You do?
Yep. a few seconds and now it's good again.
How do you describe or how do you define Twitch epilepsy?
So it's like, also der Bildschirm wird halt kurz schwarz, als wäre dein Stream offline und fängt dann immer an zu flickern, dass er versucht wieder online zu gehen und dann ist er plötzlich wieder offline und wieder online und offline und online und offline und du hast dann halt so ein schönes, ja, immer so wieder diesen tollen Twitch-Button und dann oben sagt er dir oben live und es funktioniert plötzlich nichts mehr und Pause weiter, Pause weiter, Pause weiter, die ganze Zeit.
Ja, bei
Ja,
mir
jetzt
ist auch
geht's
gerade
bei mir
so.
gerade
Es
auch
wurde
nicht.
gerade schwarz, ich habe neu geladen, dann
Ja.
wurde er an. Oh, ja, jetzt habe ich die Epilepsie auch. Oh mein Gott. Aua, aua, aua.
Und ich glaube, Roll20 ist gerade auch tot, mein Charakterbogen.
Ist es? Oh
Ist nämlich
nein.
gerade schön im Ladescreen.
Ist es das?
Warte
Bei
mal,
mir?
ich guck mal, ob ich ihn einfach wieder aufmachen kann.
Kurz bei mir gucken. Warte, finde ich ihn?
Bei
Ja,
mir
da.
geht's.
Okay, alles gut, ich konnte den Charakterbogen einfach
Boah,
wieder aufmachen.
der Stream bringt mich gerade so hart. Oh mein Gott, zum Tilten.
Davon
Bei mir ist
abgesehen,
er
dass
offline.
ihr sowieso nur den Chat offen haben sollt, ist das ja kein Problem.
Ich
aber
habe halt
schon-
im Tab einfach gemutet offen nebenbei.
Naja.
Okay, jetzt bist du offline.
Ich bin
Ja.
auch gemutet, aber die ganze Zeit bling, 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 bling.
Was
bling,
spannend ist, weil meine Internetleitung bombenstabil ist.
Meine
Das liegt,
auch,
glaub ich, an
aber
Twitch.
zwischendurch habe ich auch immer sowas. Das liegt an Twitch, nicht an dir. Das ist ein sehr häufiges Problem.
Ja, da muss ich mal
Ah,
auf
wieder
Amsterdam
live.
wechseln.
Online.
Twitch is being
So-
Sündere.
Exactly. That's how Twitch it is.
Yeah, kinda.
It is.
I
Yeah,
don't know. I will just switch the server from Frankfurt to Amsterdam as soon as I'm offline. And then I'll have a better connection. Because I'm literally, my upstream is right now at 150 kilobits.
Loading screen.
And also on my smartphone. Oh no, it just paused. Interesting. Yeah, thanks for nothing, Twitch. Seriously. Is it the
Yeah.
same on YouTube?
Don't know.
I don't know.
Wait a second.
Also das einzige Problem, was ich habe, was man lösen kann, ist halt zwischendurch, dass das Spiel halt laggt, aber das liegt dann an deiner FPS-Rate oder so. Das kannst du lösen, aber sowas, das ist eigentlich nicht lösable.
No, it's fine
Yeah,
on
but-
it's fine on
Stabil.
YouTube. So if you want to, you
Then
can
you
hop over to
It's
YouTube.
YouTube. It's Twitch, my best friend, my homie.
You can hop over to YouTube and you'll have a rock solid stream there.
Yeah. YouTube is my man.
There we go. YouTube to save the day.
YouTube.
And it's only 40 minutes left. So hop up.
Hop
Hop
hop.
up.
Hop
Bei
hop.
Lexa. Hop hop bei Lexa.
Yeah, we need a
Onward,
decision.
fellow adventurers.
We need a
Wait,
decision
wait,
by
wait. What?
we need a decision by Alexa what she's doing now. We need to clarify what Altix is doing now, or what happens to Altix, let's put it that way. And Brother Tiberius, you were in the midst of of something, as far as I remember. Am I wrong? Am I right? Am I right? Am I wrong?
You are right. Yes, I was just talking to the guards and basically telling them the truth of why we're here. And I was asking for their cooperation in that we are allowed to more or less search the premises for the item that that Sir Pedro is looking for.
And they've been asking for legitimate proof. You've given that proof.
Indeed.
After they brought someone who's capable of magic, they investigated you with some Arcana checks, and then they found that you do have the sigil, and they still say you cannot roam around free on the property, but they will give you a guard to let you to certain parts of the property. And they also say that it is probably within the realm of your understanding that they cannot have Altix roam around here after he's been unfaithful, and as well Shakira, of whom's names they obviously don't know, but for the ease of use. Yeah, they can't let her in apparently because she's been up to shady business, apparently, as it seems at least, with Altix. So you're basically on your own right now, and that is where they're giving you a half-orc guard that is that is a couple of hats taller than you, and he is you would say half-orc, half-elf, because he has like unnatural pointy ears for a half-orc. He seems to be friendly so far, and he has some sigils of goddesses and of a specific goddess on his shield that he's carrying. He's at least just or after all, he's just a guard, yet you identify him as a paladin, but he's not really talkative, and you will enter the property with him now, being always him being always close to you. While this is happening, Altix is basically carried out of the property after the picture has been painted, really quick actually, and
Can't be a good pick.
and you and you are being shoved out on the streets, regardless of your
Wow.
clothes, and then a few moments later, there's like a wanted paper, like a wanted notice, but not with the wanted text, just with prohibited under it. With prohibited under it, verboten under the face. It's attached to the gate's side. So there's already a list of people who are not permitted to enter that area. So yeah, that's pretty much your part done, and then we gotta go to Shakira, who had another 10 minutes to think about what she's doing now. And you will have to do something now. We'll be sitting here otherwise 30 minutes and just waiting for you to talk. I know it's very uncomfortable, and I know it's brute forcing, and it's not cool, yet you will have to do something at some point anyways. And you literally cannot do something wrong. There's no wrong thing that you could do.
Could you give me some examples what I could do?
Of course. That's always an option. So your character, you envision your character, right? You have a rogue character, that is very curious by nature, right? Because she's suspicious about everything. Everything is a foe to her, basically. And now your character is in a position where you are sent by someone to find a crest or something like that. C-R-E-S-T, a crest. Or something like that. Wait, that word doesn't make sense. It's well, yeah, it's kind of an emblem. Anyway, but you're sent to find something. So, if you would use all your capabilities, you would probably try to talk your way into somewhere, and then be sneaky around there. Maybe get the glimpse of a talk here and there. So your option really is to go back to the North Gate, where you have not interacted yet at all, and try to come up with something that makes them believe that you have a legitimate interest in entering the property. You as well have the option and the possibility to try to find other clues somewhere else. Maybe the surrounding areas have seen something. Maybe very tall buildings in the near area, like very high buildings, right? Very high in quotes. We're not talking skyscrapers. We're just talking buildings that have more than 2 floors, maybe 3 or 4, that are able to look into the properties. Maybe some people there have seen something. Maybe they invite you into their flat, and as you're a kleptomaniac, you can interact there and try to steal some things there. So these are your options really. Try to find more clues, or try to talk your way into the property as well. I would say these 2 options, unless you don't want to give a damn about that quest, and you want to do something completely else. Then still there's this miracle why this graveyard, this crypt was all emptied out, right? And way too clean.
I would like to sneak around a little and to hear something from the persons around.
So you start sneaking around. For the other ones, I will start focusing a little bit on her for the next 10 to 15 minutes, because she didn't have any screen time at all. And
Yeah,
I
that's
think
totally fine.
I think we all get in common that she needs to practice this roleplay as well.
Can I do one last thing?
You can do one last thing, and then your character dies.
Oh
Wow.
no.
Do it.
There is the picture of me, eh?
Yes, there is.
Only one picture of me.
Seemingly.
I like to hide behind a corner.
Just for your understanding, there's a wall which is, let's talk in meters because that's more feasible for you. That is from the gate on. If you're standing right facing at the gate, right? There's to the left and to the right at least 50-meter wall. So the next corner is probably 50 meters at least away,
No, a corner of a house.
which is across the street.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead. You go across the street and you find an alley where you can try an attempt to hide. From whom are you to hide?
I try to hide that the guards didn't see me.
Okay, make a stealth check.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Well, you stand in front of the building and you're pretty sure that you are hidden because there's a barrel next to you. You will have to do your action now. Hey, Galaxy, what's good?
Okay. Now I want to burn that paper with a little firebolt.
You're trying to cast your firebolt, and
A
you're
little firebolt.
yeah. You're trying to cast your smallest, tiniest bit of firebolt that you possibly can cast, and right as you've done it, it is a sweet little, very little tiny flame in your hand. You're trying to send it off, and a wind gust is just blowing it off.
Oh.
And you're really
Okay.
happy at that moment. There, you do have, you do have you do have an inspiration, a spontaneous suggestion in your head that this was a really stupid idea to attack the city name giver's place. That was really stupid. and you and all of a sudden you smile again, and you're like, someone or something has saved me here. I'm not alone.
Okay. No, I'm done.
Good.
Wow.
Okay, Alexa or Shakira, you are you're not really sneaking around, right? You're just trying to go like ungesehen,
Yeah.
unseen, unsuspicious.
Unauffällig.
Yeah, unauffällig, genau. That's the word that I'm missing here. Unobtrusive. Yeah, you're just walking ordinarily the pavement up and down, trying to listen to some conversations, and as you're basically at the house that's right over here. Oh, that's very precise.
Wow.
That's right over there. You can hear some of the people living there. You can hear them talk about something that happened in the night. So you hear them talk about something in the night that and I do strongly urge you to take notes about this. This may or may not be important later on. That within the night, actually more in the morning hours, they've heard how the door has been opened, the gate has been opened, and as and one even, and that seems like an exaggeration to you, wie eine Übertreibung, that they may even have seen someone walking in there from such presence, that from such mighty presence, that he actually was needing the whole gate, although it was a singular person, and that the night itself was even minding it, shunning it. Also nochmal auf Deutsch. I will translate that to German because that's been very important here. Sie haben wohl gesehen, und das scheint wie eine Übertreibung für dich erstmal, oder für deinen Charakter, wie mitten in der Nacht, eher am Morgengrauen schon fast, jemand von solch mächtiger Präsenz dieses Grundstück betreten hat, dass es wirkte, als ob er beide oder das gesamte Tor, nicht beide, sondern das gesamte Tor während des Durchschreitens in Beschlag nehmen würde und ausfüllen würde, obwohl es eine einzelne Person war, die definitiv nicht das gesamte doppelflügelige Tor quasi belegen könnte.
Mhm.
Ja?
Ja.
Yeah. Apart from that, you would have to get closer. You would have to maybe try to interact or something like that to get actually more information about either that or about the quest that you've taken on.
Warte, ich hab nicht ganz zugehört.
Du musst näher herantreten, um mehr herauszuhören und oder mit denen zumindest interagieren, damit du denen mehr auslocken kannst. Was sie, ja,
Okay.
was sie noch wissen über die Quest oder über das, was da in der Nacht passiert ist.
Okay, I would interact with them about last night.
Okay. How would you like to approach that? Maybe you can play that a little bit.
Oh my god. Sad help. How would I say that?
And if you could get a little bit closer to the microphone, it would be really great. Because I've already dialed you up.
Sorry.
That's good. That's way better.
Better?
Yeah, it is. Now I can dial you back to 100%.
Wow.
There we go.
Nice. So we are talking now.
Now we're talking.
Can we
Wow.
just proceed back to the game
Sorry.
before this is drifting off?
I would talk to them like, hey, did you see that last night too? Something like that.
Immediately as you're asking that, they're getting a little bit repellent, abweisend, and looking over to you and say, "What do you mean?" What should we have seen?
This strange appearance at the gates.
We don't know anything about strange appearances here. Well, just to make you understand why they're repellent, you're going there, and you're very clumsy about it. What you're trying there is, hey, I've been listening to your conversation. That was probably private, and I know what you just talked, and just randomly and coincidentally, I will now talk about the same topic. That's a bit like back in the school days when you tried to enter a group and you were listening to what they're talking and you would just join the circle by talking about the same topic out of the blue, although you're not part of the group. A little bit strange, maybe.
Maybe.
But I will let you make just make a charisma roll. I want to see how charismatic you bring that. Maybe you'll roll something good there.
Wait.
Just click on charisma.
Yeah, wait.
Oh, where's that charisma thing?
Nah,
Yeah.
No, not that.
Good.
That's a charisma save. On the left-hand side, the very last stat that you find in your charisma, in your character sheet, in your charisma sheet, where it says 15 and a 2 above, there it says charisma right above that. And you can click on that charisma. Let me...
Well,
Auf der linken Seite, wo deine Attribute sind, da hast du ganz unten stehen Charisma. Und auf das Wort Charisma kannst du raufklicken.
yeah, okay.
There we go. I was about to draw pictures again. That's an 11. Well, you're
No
not...
pictures.
At least you're not rude while doing that. So they will not directly close the door. They'll be like, why would we have seen such a thing? They know that you're not living there. They know that you're not living next door. They're pretty sure you can't have seen what they have seen. So you would have to sell them why you would have seen that. So you would have to come up with a lie, basically. Or... at that time... No. Yeah, you would have to come up with a lie. Well, maybe you wouldn't even have to lie. That's what I'm thinking. Because the pharmacy is somewhere over here. And at the same time that I'm thinking, you may have walked that path, and then in here to back to your house. So you may not even be lying if you say, okay, I saw something, but I couldn't really realize, and I was too tired to. And I just wanted to have that approved, or something like that.
Okay. Yeah, I would lie to them.
Uh-huh.
I don't know a lie.
How would you lie to someone that you just been spying on? Let's switch that back to German again. Wenn wir jetzt in einem Gespräch, oder nein, wenn ich jetzt mit Sage in einem Gespräch wäre und wir offensichtlich etwas besprechen, was eher zwischen uns bleiben sollte. Und du hast das zufällig aufgeschnappt. Wie würdest du dann auf uns zugehen? Würdest du dann zu uns gehen und sagen, ey, hier habt ihr schon das und das gehört? Zufällig genau das Thema, worüber wir gesprochen haben, was zwischen uns bleiben sollte. Oder würdest du eher hingehen und sagen, weiß ich, vielleicht erst ein Gespräch aufbauen und dann irgendwann später versuchen, das Gespräch in die Richtung zu lenken. Sowas wie, ey, hier, ich habe gestern zum Beispiel das und das gesehen.
Ja, wahrscheinlich eher so.
Mhm. So, your character, Shakira, realizes that she's been very harsh on the entrance. So she now explains to them who she is, and that she was very, very late up yesterday, or actually this morning, because of a friend's problem, and they had to go to the pharmacy. And all of that is not a lie, so you don't even have to roll a die for that. And then you just tell them that you think you may have seen something here at the gates, but you weren't sure, it just was too surreal. Also du erzählst denen, dass du glaubst, du hättest hier was am Tor gesehen, aber du glaubst da nicht wirklich dran, dass es eben wirklich wahr gewesen ist. And on an instant, as you're being more diplomatic here, they're looking around, and then they're pulling you into like the hallway. They're not closing the door. They haven't closed the door before as well, so obviously they're not so much about the secret there. But they're telling you that they're not supposed to ask questions about what's happening on the properties of the Valvet's family, because that's basically what the landlord has told them, which is the Valvet's family, the Valvet family. So they're not allowed to question anything happening there, and that's why you should have to keep it down, and you're not allowed to talk too loud about that. But yes, they have seen this miraculous creature entering there in the midst of the night, and they even have heard like a rattling sound, as if there was like a full bag of something that was just clashing each other. And now obviously now you could like try to investigate further, but you really quickly will find out that there's nothing more to get of information. Rather, the smarter move here would be probably to ask them if they've seen something else maybe a few weeks before, because they seem to be chatty right now, right?
Yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah, I'm asking them about if they heard something weeks before.
Can you try to play that out a little bit? I just wanna understand how you'd be asking.
About the strange story that absolutely unbelievable. Is there something happening before here?
Can you please make wait a second. Yeah, they're shaking their heads. They're shaking their heads, but you can make a perception roll. Within the skills.
Wait. I accidentally tapped out of roll 20.
You will need it.
So,
Oops.
wait. What?
A perception roll.
Perception.
You see in the background a small person, maybe a child-ish, and you estimate that that person knows something. So you go over there and you're asking that person, even offering a little bit of money, and the person then waves you down to it, and you realize that it is a child, and then it's whispering that he saw, or the child saw a few weeks ago, how a few burglars tried to get into the property of the Valvet family, and how they, well, at least he thinks they never came out. Is there anything else that you want to interact with? Or anything else that you want to do?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure. What are you not sure about?
Mit was ich interagieren kann?
Allem. Du kannst jetzt theoretisch deinen Dolch rausholen und das Kind erstechen, wenn du das willst. Du kannst aber auch das Kind dafür belohnen und ihm tatsächlich Geld geben. Du kannst dem Kind auch einen Auftrag geben. Du könntest sagen, ey, hier, ich gebe dir nochmal ein Goldstück dann, wenn du das Tor für mich im Auge behältst und mir immer Bescheid gibst, wenn du was siehst. Stell sicher, dass du die Information auch erhalten kannst, aber auch das ist eine Möglichkeit.
Okay, yeah, I think that's a good option.
So, what are you up to now? And that will be the last action now for you. Then we'll switch over to Tiberius once more and to Altix as well. And then we'll sum it up. Or wrap it up, actually.
Wie ich das auf Englisch sagen soll.
Sag's auf Deutsch.
Ja, ich würde das Kind gerne bestechen für Informationen.
So you would like to bribe the kid for information.
Exactly.
That doesn't make sense. The child already gave you all the information that it has. Do you want to bribe the kid so... Oh, okay, I misunderstood. You want to bribe the kid so it will give you information as soon as it gets some more information about what's going on there.
Exactly, yes.
Okay. Reformulating the tasks. Okay, you will have to write down precisely how you will give this child the task. You will have 2 tasks this time. So you will give this child the task that you just described, yet you will have to write down and note down precisely what the child has to do and how it has to do that and all that sorts of stuff. Okay?
Mhm.
Cool. And then, obviously, you're granted that. And you can do that. Brother Tiberius, so you're guided with that, or you're being guided by that paladin now, who has the sigil of a different god, and who's really quiet, actually. And you're walking into the into the property. And you realize that this really is built like kind of a miniature city within that whole city. There are very old trees, fantastically old trees, like you've never thought of before. There are animals that you never have seen before, even. Like, those are not the natural animals that would walk around here. And actually the whole place looks a little bit different. Just a tiny bit. than than it looked when you first entered. There was a point where you basically went into, and all of a sudden it just a tiny bit looked different. Like there's all of a sudden these trees that just haven't been there. The buildings, all of the buildings are there that you can see even from the streets, but not like these trees, and some of the things are just being covered. And you're nope, never mind. And you and you look around, and everything seems very peaceful and harmoniously, and even the half orc elf is now smiling, which he hasn't done before. He seems relieved.
Yeah, so at first Tiberius is a bit surprised about what he's seeing here, but soon accepts it and takes a quick look around, especially at the many animals. And he will try to strike up a conversation with the half-orc, half-elf mix, and pretty much ask him where to find this and that, where he thinks parties would be held, and where you could find anything that someone might have lost here in the estate. And he will pretty much continuously chatter with this half-orc for no apparent reason.
You will get, for most things, you will get an answer. We would have to talk that through for certain answers or for certain areas, because he will not disclose every information. Apparently, you are just allowed to know a certain amount of things, some of things, and he will only and specifically answer, or not only but specifically answer to especially those where it's plausible that the Castello? No, the
Castellan,
the Castellan Pedro family may have been throughout a party.
Yeah, that's totally acceptable. I wouldn't ask for anything more.
Mm-mm. Yeah, you get most of these answers, and he's even showing you most of the places. Like, you're getting most of the answers to your asking questions to, and a little bit less places he's showing to you, in terms of physical appearance. Then.
Yeah, I kind of understand that some of the places are probably reserved for high society, and Tiberius is totally fine with not being allowed to those places.
Mm-mm.
So, but any place that he's shown to, he will search through and look for the necklace that we're looking for. That was a dumb sentence. Anyways.
It kind of was. I just give you the benefit of the doubt that you just described what's in the head of your character. And you haven't been talking out loud that you're specifically looking for the necklace.
No, of course not.
Yeah, exactly. I thought so. So, yeah, really good. Really good. I would say we keep it with that for now. We'll hop over to Altix, unless you really want to do something else today. Want to have
no,
crossed that
Tiberius
from
is just
the
looking for the necklace.
Okay. And then Altix, you're standing there, still grinning and being happy note that you haven't actually attacked the Valvet Valley Villa. VVVV. And yeah, you're free to do practically anything right now. And I would limit your choices a little bit right now. So you could go back to the pharmacist and, well, try to either annoy him or to basically tell him that you're sorry and that you kind of wronged him to actually get the benefit back to be able to buy things there. Or you could just kind of go back to your house, maybe to the tavern, looking for another quest or something like that. These are really your two options right now, because I don't see any plausible way or plausible reason why the guards would let you in. Yet, you could try it. You could certainly try it.
No, I try to clean my clothes.
Okay, so that's actually a good thing to do. So you will go back to your place, and you will be greeted by your parents, and actually, does it make sense? Your character is very old, isn't it? Isn't he? Yeah,
Yes.
nah, never mind.
No parent.
You are not greeted by your parents. That doesn't make any sense. You're greeted by no one because you live alone. Well, apparently you're not living alone in the whole building, but you're living
Right.
alone in your flat there, and you're starting to get all the washing utensils, and then you will get to the house's washing place, and you'll start to wash that clothes, and someone's looking over to you and asking you, like someone of your neighbors asking you where you got where we are. Clear so far? Where you've got these clothes from, because they look super cool.
I say that's not your problem where I got this. And then
Very repelling. Interesting.
Yeah.
He's insisting, and he's like, I know you now for a while. You have never been capable of getting such a dress. That's very impressive. Don't you want to tell me a story about that? I would love to hear one of your stories.
No, not today. I clean it.
Are you alright? Are you okay? You usually have to tell
Yeah.
the greatest stories that I've ever heard.
No, not today. I'm not really good at for now. I tell you the story tomorrow.
Oh, you bet. I will listen to it. I will listen to it. And yeah, then he's leaving you alone. And with that, we'll wrap it up. And I'll give you your task, which actually will be in cooperation with me this time. And I want from every one of you to have a character quest. Like something that drives your character. Something that drives your character forward, something to give your character purpose to do something. And I want you to sit together with me till next week Thursday, actually. Before next week Thursday. I want you to sit together with me and make sure to set up a character quest that will be a quest that is specifically for your character, and that you will not communicate with your group members. Okay? That is just for you to know as well. And it may be something that is good for the group. It may be something that is just for your character. I will not, and I said that specifically, I will not allow any quests that are harming the group. Yet, if sometimes while playing it out, if sometimes the group will maybe like suffer a little bit a little setback because of the quest, that's fine. Yet if the group would be like endangered by it, or if you're playing specifically against the group by that quest, I will not allow that. But I want you to approach me with a character quest idea, something vague, and we will make it a definite quest then for your character. Okay? Is that understood?
Yes.
Yes.
Cool. Then I will now finish the stream. I'll be back with you guys in a second. And it's already 10 past 11. and then you're good to go after that as well, as soon as I'm done here. So please don't leave right now. I'll be there with you in a second. Cool?
Yep.
Bye bye, stream.
Yeah, say bye, stream. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. That's been today's stream. And that's been 3 hours of Dungeons and Dragons. Well, 2.5 hours actually. Bye, stream. Thanks, Mephistopheles, for checking in. Thanks, Sage, for checking in. Thanks, Air Galaxy, for checking in. Danke dir, Air Galaxy, dass du da warst. Thanks, Alexa, for being there. Thanks, Chris as well, Yozuka as well. Thank you, Dalana, for checking in as well. Thank you, Pachmet, for being active in the chat. And thank you, Annie, as well, for checking in. I don't know whether you're still there yet. Thank you guys for checking in. I hope it was entertaining for you. Again, if you have any ideas, if you have anything that you... How nice of the players to drop in. Playing Dungeons and Dragons now for over 4 years, maybe even 5 years. I can certainly say it's not given that the players are actually dropping in. It's not given. And it's not given that they let you know in time that they're not going to participate in the session. Those are just two completely different things. Yet, I hope you enjoyed today's session. If you have any suggestions on what should happen or what you'd like to see on the stream, like on the D&D streams, make sure to go on my Discord and let me know in my suggestion area for session ideas. And other than that, I'll be back on Monday with another stream. We'll see if that's D&D or the Forest or something like that. I'm not sure about that yet. But if you want to, you've done worse. But if you want to, make sure to join my Discord and feel free to leave a subscription on YouTube or to follow here on Twitch to never miss a stream again. I'm there Mondays till Thursdays from 8 till 11 p.m. CEST, which is UTC +2. And with that, I'll leave you off for the night or for the day or for the afternoon, whatever time it is when you're watching the VOD. Have a great time.